Days, SNAP benefits in Tennessee will become unavailable due to the government shutdown impacting hundreds of thousands of Memphians. Action News 5's Caitlin Miller spoke with State Senator London Lamar and some Memphians about the effects this could have in the Bluff City.
I'm here at the Tennessee Department of Human Services, where many Memphians come every day to get set up with SNAP benefits. But now, many people are here asking questions about what will happen once their benefits become unavailable starting November 1st.
It goes out for the single mothers that got kids. Now, what can we do? We can't feed our kids, let alone if we do have jobs. Again, what can we do? Because that was helping us.
Outrage and uncertainty, two things many Memphians who have depended on SNAP, like Cornisha, are feeling as the benefits are set to freeze. The Tennessee Department of Human Services confirmed this will be the case on their website if the government shutdown continues into November 1st. This means nearly 700,000 Tennesseans, roughly 152,000 living in Shelby County, will lose a food source many rely on to feed their families. And it's not just in Tennessee. Arkansas and Mississippi are also at risk of losing SNAP funding, which would leave about 240,000 in Arkansas and 385,000 Mississippians without benefits. The Mid-South Food
All right, let me go back for a second. Listen, I'm torn. I'm so torn. I'm going to be candid with you guys. This hits home for me because I grew up on every government assistance program that you can imagine. Food stamps, Section 8, welfare, Social Security. I mean, summer programs, free lunch, everything. I remember back when they had the paper food stamps and we would have to walk 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes as 6, 7, 8, 9-year-olds to go get my mom some hog head cheese and crackers, right? So this runs deep for me. Another reason is because I personally was just on the SNAP benefit program about 1.5 years, 2 years ago. I remember vividly waiting every month, and we would get a ton of food stamps. I'm talking about 7, 8, 900. We have a big family. My wife and I, we have 6 kids, all that stuff, right? And I remember, and this is me being completely transparent with you guys, we would get this money and we would go get snacks, cookies, chips, fruit snacks, steak, shrimp, like all different type of stuff. And we would spend so much money on things that was not healthy to where we would have to inevitably buy food cash the last week. So I decided, as me wanting to improve, be a better version of myself, level up in corporate America, I say, you know what? I want to be off of food stamps. I want to be off of Medicaid, Medicare. I want to be off of all these things. We need to be able to stand on our own 2 feet. So about 1 year or so ago, I made that my mission to do it. Now, guys, I buy food cash. Okay. We still have the same family size. You might hear some of them running around in there now, right? As I'm in my studio recording, but listen to me. Okay. We spend less money. I'm gonna make sure you guys catch this. We spend less money now in cash, get less food, but it lasts longer. Explain that to me. We buy food cash. Myself, I buy food cash. I spend 2, 3, maybe 400 every 2 weeks or so on food cash, and the food lasts longer. We eat healthier and we're a lot less wasteful. Why am I saying that? Because, and it's not for everybody, but majority of people who are on these government assistance programs are abusing the system. I'm going to tell you that for a fact. I know a lot of them. Some of them are still in my family. This thing has been passed down from generation to generation to generation. I know people right now who can work, who refuse not to work. So then obviously with me being on both sides of the fence at one point in time when I was super duper dirt poor, didn't have anything, to now, got a little something going on to where we can stand on our own two feet. I can see both sides, but I'm going to tell you like this. As much more of a responsibility it is a lot less stressful. It feels better me as a man, and I have a lot more confidence now that we have everything on our own and we don't depend on the government for anything. Straight up. And it's not even about who fault it is, who's stopping this. It's not even about none of that. The lesson behind this is, why are you staying on these government assistance programs for years and years and years to come? That's my takeaway. It's supposed to be a launching pad to where, okay, you have certain programs, even when it comes to like buying a home. In my hometown in Alabama, they had certain programs to where you would come and stay in government assistant housing for about 2 years. But in the process of that, you're going to school, you're building up your credit, you're saving for a down payment, and they were to like match a certain percentage of that down payment to help you buy a home. So eventually you're supposed to be out within 3 years max. Tell me why there's been people staying there 10, 15, 20 years in the same spot. I'm telling you that for a fact. So, and I pay a lot of taxes. I pay a lot of taxes, trust me. I see my checks and I see my commission. I pay a lot of taxes. So I understand why there's such a battle between both sides on this. But the biggest thing is we should be working towards independence to begin with. That's the biggest thing. It don't matter who doing what. You should be working towards independence. So when I see these numbers, and I'm in Georgia right now, and I see 700K in Tennessee, I see 200K in Arkansas, I see 300K in Mississippi. I wouldn't be surprised if the numbers was around anywhere between 200 and 400K in Alabama for sure. I know, because most of my family still stay down there. So at what point does it stop? That's my question. For all of you who may disagree with what I'm saying, for all of you who may feel entitled to these benefits, for all of you who say, you know what, the hell with it, but they giving it away, I'm gonna take it. Okay, I feel you. More power to you. But is there a stopping point? At some moment in time, when are you gonna step up to where you can pay for your own family, your own decisions, your own children? This is wild to me. This and man choosing not to work is like my two biggest things that send me off of the goddamn edge of the cliff. Depending on other people to take care of your responsibilities. And men who are able-bodied, I don't give a damn how old, what color, race, or creed, refusing to work boils my soul. It irritates me that much. Because under no circumstances will I ever be in a position to depend on anyone for anything for the rest of my life. I mean that. I would never do it again. I would never do it again. So at what point is it going to stop for you? This is wild to me. I don't get it.
385,000 Mississippians without benefits. The Mid-South Food Bank says they conducted a pulse survey of their partner agencies across all 3 states and found over half of respondents noted an increased need for food assistance over the past 3 months. And that's before any benefits have been impacted.
So you know what get me though? You know what get me? So I'm in Atlanta, right? And I see people, they're out at the mall. They're in Lenox Mall, Cumberland Mall, South Lake Mall, right? I see people at the Mercedes dealership, BMW, Teslas, test driving. I see people at the buy here, pay here's. I see them going out. Every time I turn on the damn radio, there's a party going on, some type of performance, somebody coming to the city. How is it? How can you find the money to have fun, but you don't have the money to take care of your responsibilities? How? Because I make more money than majority of people, and I don't spend how they spend. I must be doing something wrong. Wait a minute. Am I? I must be in the wrong. I'm in cybersecurity. I must be in the wrong industry. We're going to touch on this subject again. I would love to hear what you think in the comment section. Let me know. Am I tripping? That's fine. If you disagree with what I'm saying, that's cool. But state your case. Tell me why I'm wrong. Tell me why I'm wrong in the comment section. Keep the ad hominem attacks to yourself. I ain't tripping about none of that. But tell me why I am wrong. Why is it wrong to build yourself up to the position to where you don't have to depend on anyone, or you can take care of yourself? I'm curious to hear what you think.